again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and this is day 25. I did start on this on day 25. However, it did take me until this morning to complete this layout. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and I was thinking about using the Close to My Heart Party Time collection. That got nixed when I realized I wanted to do all this stitching. So there are all, I drew the lines, I punched the holes. There's the 3 embroidery threads that I'm going to use, and I just showed you the picture. It is fingers crossed, right? And here's a little update. That's the second day. And now this morning, I'm all done. But anyway, I just ran through that real quick. It took me 5 days to get all that stitched on there. I did some chain stitch and some back stitch, 3 different colors. And I went with the orange and black, not because it's Halloween tomorrow, but because she is an Edwardsville Tiger, and their colors are orange and black. And she is a cross-country track runner. She is a freshman this year, and she is so good that she made varsity her first time out. So she's running, this was the regional race that was held a couple weekends ago, and she finished very, very well. So what I did there was basically I was thinking about, I was going to try to create some little track shoes or tennis shoes, and well, that just didn't pan out. But basically I'm having her run through all of the embroidery, and I'm going to go ahead and mat that on some 8x11 cardstock that I have in my craft room that I have 4 cubes of, so I have quite a lot. I used to be a card maker. I am not anymore. So I just use that to mat some photos and stuff, and I've really been trying here at the end of the year to get through that. So I'm going to put quite a big mat on that with the orange, just so that it pops off the black and all the orange stitching. And had I really thought about it, but I just started going with the stitching. I shouldn't have stitched under the picture, obviously, but it's okay. So I did, and I flipped that around to see which way I want to have the lines run. And ultimately, I do decide going with this layout. So right here, I'm just going to take a pencil and draw where that picture is going to go, because my first initial thought was to take some foam tape or some foam and cut it up and put it in between all the wavy lines so that it is, flat. But I just decided to put the foam tape right over it. So it does take me a minute. I take some liquid glue and run the liquid glue all over the cross-stitched lines, or not cross-stitched, the stitched lines. See, because when I felt it, you couldn't really feel, so I put the picture on there and I feel it, and it's not very wavy. So I'm like, that'll work. I don't have to sit here and fussy cut all this out. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, grab my my fine liner bottle that has my art glitter glue in it, and I'm just going to run a bead of glue on the top of all of those stitched lines, so that when I do stick it on there, it will adhere to the page, because with all the bump and lump, it might not, the ATG, the dry adhesive, may not quite keep it held onto the page. And I am absolutely in love with this page, because instead of doing butterflies and such, or the running shoes, I grabbed some big orange gems, some orange sequins, and some orange glittery enamel dots, and I sprinkle them all around the intertwined running lines. And it's very simple, but it has a lot of shine and a lot of texture. And my fiance was just like, the dedication that you have, he's like, is amazing. Like, I've watched you stitch on that thing for the past couple days, and I was like 5 days. And I just did it every night while we were watching TV, when I was done playing in my scrap room or whatever. So here's the big gems, and I was trying to get it all in frame, but I realized that wasn't going to happen. So I just sprinkle. I start sprinkling them around, and then I get them all in the places I like. I count them to make sure there's an odd number, because I like odd numbers. And I do get 7 on there. And at first I'm like, that looks good. Now what can I do? And that's when I decide, let's use the deep orange, big orange sequins that I have, and these very teeny tiny iridescent orange ones. And so here I'm just going to go ahead and glue it. It actually cuts off because my alarm went off because it was time to get up. Yeah, I know. But anyway, I'd been up for hours at this point. So I do just get those all stuck down with the liquid glue. And this stuff is so sticky. I love the art glitter glue. Like that little dot will hold that big gem on for years to come. Because I've been using the art glitter glue for years and none of my layout. The only part of my layouts that when I look through them are the thickers and such that I forgot to adhere down, or the cheap adhesive that I had used trying to get all the adhesive runners in my craft room used up before. I basically solely just use the ATG. So here I am in my little sequin dish, and the sequin dish idea I did get from Steak Goddess over on her channel, and she's 100% right. Sequin dish, absolutely the best idea ever. I sprinkled a little bit of the sequins in there, and I actually use all the sequins that are in that bowl. I did the tulip difference for my container. I have containers of sequins, and I love sequins, so it's something that I try to use a lot of, but it's one of those, it's like, you know, adhesive. You always will have sequins. You always replace sequins. Also on that photo, I was standing quite a ways away from her, and I did my phone takes such good pictures that I was able to zoom in and cut everyone else out so it looks like just her running, which absolutely love that. And here I am just like sprinkling them around. And I did leave all this in because obviously this layout, putting it together after the stitching was done, did not take time at all. I sped it up just a tad bit because, well, it's basically me putting sequins on a page, and not too many people really want to watch that. So now I'm just looking at different areas where it needs a little bit more, and I just come in and add just a couple more, and that one got stuck on the little thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull out, since I had used that in my October stash kit, the Chamel field trip and all those enamel phrases, and I ended up having 2 of the enamel phrases. Happy there was 2 colors that was the right orange, and Happy seemed to be the one that worked the best, and so Happy is my title because running makes her happy. And after this, I'm going to come in with just a few enamel dots. I'm going to angle that right up above the picture just because I wanted to keep everything in that center band. I'm going to come in with a few glittery enamel dots, and after that there will be nothing else that I do to the layout. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Click that subscribe button below to see more from me, and don't forget to check out the link below to see all the other creative ladies that have been participating with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And I'll see you guys next time. There'll be several videos posted today because I have a lot of videos to post today. So that's going to do it. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!